Hey everybody, welcome back, Zombie Cure Lab. I'm gonna pause it because we got a problem and I want to look at it. So I've skipped you guys ahead for the weak attack because the weak attack it's pretty much, well, it's just a weak attack. It was never gonna get through. But we have a problem. Because the mobs have such high health, it means that they do a lot more damage to the walls than they would otherwise usually do because they're attacking for longer durations. I'm unable to repair fast enough. The metal is great, but you have to be able to maintain it. And we're out of metal. This is bad because, well, if I can't fix the metal fence, then there is no metal fence, right? So we need to get a firm grasp on iron. We have 339 of it, and we are pumping a lot of, well, I was going to say pumping a lot of time into this, but it really doesn't make sense. We're putting a lot of time into the furnaces and stuff to ensure that we have an excellent supply of metal as fast as possible. But these are 3 furnaces and they're not that great. What I would like to do is use this metal we have and go in and add more production capacity to the game for us. And this is the smeltery 1. It uses 100 power, but this is going to allow us to generate 8 metal per hour by default out of 1 machine, 1 worker, etc. It uses 10 ore to give us 8 metal rather than 4 ore to give us 2 metal. So it's a better conversion as well, because this is obviously 2 to 1, and this is almost a 1 to 1. It's a much more efficient process here as well, at the sacrifice of using just a minimal amount of wood more. So definitely a better thing. We definitely want this. We're going to go ahead and try to unlock it. Eventually, I would also like to get to this building. This is the tree nursery. I was saying it before. I wish there was a way to plant trees. Well, this says it does. Advanced Timber Farm plants, waters, fertilizes, and chops trees. Your workers just need to go pick up the cut logs. So this is going to kind of take care of everything for us, provided, of course, we have an operator for it, and it sucks down fertilizer. These are all very power-hungry buildings. So what I've also done is I've upgraded some of our power. So we have wind turbine 3 right here, giving us 50 power as opposed to 25 here. And I've also upgraded 3 of these. So we have a lot more stuff there. What I would like to start on, and we're not going to get it done, but what I'd like to start on is I'd like to capture this area. There is over almost 2,000 ore in this area. I would like to start capturing this area. Obviously, we have ore deposits here as well. There's 2,300 here. So lots of stuff here. In the beginning here, what we're going to do is I'm going to have as many people as possible working this. And I want iron to be the exclusive focus for this resource area here. So I need to get more workers on that. So I'm going to, well, I do want that worker. Did you guys go work over here just now? Where did my scientists go? What are you guys doing right now? How do I not have... You're all just sitting around. What do you got? Snowball shooter people. I'm going to unstaff you for a second so I can get you working the jobs that matter. Ace, can you please go work over here for a second? You're just going to stand there? Nobody's going to actually go and... Oh, the hauler's doing it. That's good. I forgot that the haulers could do that. Good. In that case, we'll just unstaff you. And there you go. Convert that last one, and then we'll unstaff you all. Speaking of which, we can unstaff this building here. Let's get rid of that. And we want everybody focusing on iron because it's going to be devastating if we don't get the iron. It has to happen. Now, the other thing I'd like to do is I'd like to start getting better meals for people. This requires some metal cost. So we're going to hold off on doing this because currently we're okay. Our scientists are all just eating carrots, which isn't great. Their hunger need doesn't get fully satisfied, so they have to go and eat more often. Kind of the same thing with these guys, I guess. Their hunger stats are determined by what they're eating. And so I'd like to start getting more cooked vegetables. I'd eventually like to get superfood because it's awesome. But cooked vegetables is like where I'd like to go eventually. In order to do, before I do this though, it's going to take metal to generate to build these things. So before I make anything metal, I want to make sure that I've got the better smelters up. And I'm hoping that I can place them over here. So to capture this area, to preserve it and make it safe, we're going to go in, just make a simple fence. And I really don't need it to be in line with this. So we can actually just go straight across from here, I guess. And yeah, we'll go right like this. And then make a fence here. And I guess we'll just go straight across. Like that. And then maybe we'll do that. This fence, I do want this to be a priority construction. So I need people doing this, okay? Priority construction for my builders, which there are enough of them. Yeah, it's good. If we weren't so close to the night, I might consider cutting down the fence here or maybe adding a gate so that they can path a little bit faster. Going from here to here is way better than going around all of this. But because it's so close to night, there's just no way I can afford to do that right now. So 45 metal. This is pre-fixing it because we're going to have to fix it. We know we will. I'm starting to think the exterior should have been stone and the interior should have been metal, like this one. That way when they do hit this, but they don't break through it, the repair is stone. So I'm kind of regretting doing that. One thing I guess I could do is do a stone wall around it again. I could put a stone wall. That really does seal the deal on them ever getting in here, but I'm gonna wait for a second. So yeah, I gotta have a lot more iron ore. We're gonna be sucking it down, and I'm definitely noticing the supply dropping ever since this went away. Now I've also got this running, right? Microchip assembler, and this is sucking down metals too. So why don't we go ahead and pause microchip assembly so that we don't use the metals? And because of that, we can also now stop the new chemical extractor 2, which is generating 27 chemicals per hour. This is in comparison to the regular extractor, which is doing 8. Granted, it's doing 27 because of the tier 2 humbies, so normally it would be doing 18. But we can also pause this. We don't need, and actually not this one. We can just go ahead and pause this one. Yeah. So I'm trying to free up labor and move people around because unfortunately that's just what I got to do. I got to move people around a little bit here just to make sure that we got everybody that we need. We're good on food. Looks like we have 139 grilled meat. Why don't we, real quick, because it doesn't cost much, we'll go in and put another feeding pile down just so we can have extra meat in the center of the room there. And then when we start doing people food, we're going to do it over on this side, right? Near the vegetables. And it looks to me like maybe we have a deficit in Glowberry. I would really like to get those updates to the game where we can see the statistics on our production. That'd be really good. Let's bring people in. I don't know how far away you are, but if you're building things out here, you got a long way to go. So just bring you in. Didn't quite get this done at all, did we? Still a lot of progress to go there. 242 iron in storage. I think by the end of the night, that probably will be empty. But we have 81 metal, so let's pause really quick. I would like to replace one of you. It's a direct replace. It's a completely separate thing, right? It's not a furnace. It's a smelter. So we need to go to here. Smeltery 1. 600 stone. But again, it generates a lot more goods. And we're going to eventually have the iron and stuff brought from over here. So we'll eventually bring it over here. And I think I want to set up the smeltery like right outside here. Yeah, like this. If I could do it without having to tear down the tree, that'd be good. But it really doesn't matter, does it? I also probably want to make this bigger eventually. And then once this fence is in, I can remove this whole thing. This whole fence can go. Which, if I was bold, I would just delete this right now. We could then directly use this wood on this fence. It'd be like moving the fence posts. And maybe I will do that in the morning if we don't have a whole lot of repairs to do. But for the start of this, I'm going to just place this down anywhere that's in power, I guess. We'll place it here for now. The only reason these furnaces were over here in the beginning anyway was because the iron was here. But now that the iron isn't there, it's over here. We'll then move all the smelting over here. And then these things, of course, you know, there's a lot of resources here too. So it might be worth moving it there. I don't know. I really wanted to get better defenses, but everything costs metal to do it. So I think you can understand. I think you'll probably agree that having this building running is significantly more important than, you know, spending metal, right? We want to have metal and not spend it. So let's get you off of this building. We'll just shut this down. That should force these humbies to work here. That's what I was hoping for anyway. We can probably do away with you. And then let's get those scientists out of here so that they can work the defenses. Yeah, we want defense here, please. Person, please come work this. There we go. We don't need you working this during the day. We only need this at night. Yep, there we go. All right, we are going to struggle hardcore to fix this fence. Because it's gonna take all of our metals away from us. If that smelter is working through the night, as it is, it's sucking down 100 power. It's also putting our power grid at pretty high strain, which is why I spent the metals initially to get these wind turbines. It's so that I could hopefully smelt metal like much faster. We're doing 12 an hour now with the tier 2s. So 12 an hour there, significantly better than 2 an hour, right? So let's get another one of those smelteries if I can. We're gonna say, where is it? Hard to see where it is. I really wish that this list should just have the name underneath it. Let's do it like this. We'll have 2 of them here. This does mean I will need another power pole, so we'll just bring this over and stick it like this. Okay, so after they build these, I think at this point our metal problem is solved, provided we can ramp up mining, and that's a big if, because that's the slowest part of this process. I think is mining. We're getting through the fence. Is nobody gonna come and fix this? Get dedicated repair people, please. Come and fix the gate, please. Anybody? There we go. There we go. Good. We're focusing on weaker ones here, I guess. So we're probably going to get that guy frozen. I think everybody else, we should start focusing on the strongest links. Strongest people. Rather than the weakest ones. Because that guy's probably frozen. I think there's probably no chance he's not frozen. So we'll start focusing everybody else on the stronger ones. Yeah, let's shift all focus to... Hang on, wait for him to be frozen first. Wow, he is real resilient, isn't he? He's just not going down. There it is. Okay, so shift everybody to strongest now. There it goes. And there we go. So now we're fixing the gate. So we should be able to survive this. The biggest question I have is, can we survive the next wave? Because we have to fix the metal fences. So I think probably not. You're out. You're out of ice. Go refill. You're allowed to go refill if you must. You can refill as well. Go ahead. It's okay. They did get through that gate. Damn. I was really hoping they wouldn't get through that. Okay. We now have the ability to convert at least that one, and we're going to do that with these 2 guys. Good. All right, so that guy will get taken care of. We have 80 metal, so let's build this. Highest priority, please. Build this. We have 600 stone to commit to it, hopefully. Get everybody on building as well. Once we get this structure done, all building attention should shift to this and repairing, and repairing this area. I don't find it particularly urgent to repair this area, although this could be a problem, so we should maybe repair that. And I don't think the corner matters. This matters. Get that repaired too. And I guess maybe this one could get repaired. Yeah, these will get repaired eventually, right? They're all marked for repair anyway, so. All right. So this is up now. So once again, we want to make sure that we have adequate staff at this place. And so to get them adequate staff, we're just going to gut this one. That should shift the staff from that building to this building. Or it won't because it's not high enough priority. We will make it high priority. I want all the staff working that building instead. You should shift over and work here. There we go. Okay. 2 level 2 humbies are there. All right. These furnaces can go now. They're just inefficient for what they do. We can break them down. We don't need them anymore. Use these resources to do other things. This is now the core of our metal operation. And we're going to be using 20 iron an hour. Nope, looks like 30. 30 iron an hour. So can we get 30 iron an hour? I highly doubt it. We can send some in. We got 100 we could send in. That'll help a lot. We got more metal here and some extra wood and maybe some, I don't know, some cooked meat. And then I don't think I'm going to send any to the place. I hate this mechanic. I hate having to lose people. It sucks, you know? Before it made more sense because like that actively weakens the mobs. But now that their impact is only 0.1, it's not really going to weaken the mobs. So I don't really want to send them. You know? Progress is going to be made by sending the tier 3s, not the tier 2s. I'd like to just bring in the iron if I can. As fast as possible there. And then yeah, having this be the big focus for construction as well. We only have a few of these fences that are completely down, so we probably should have those be a big priority on the repair side. And then I think we're going to make sure that we have at least 2 of you focused on repairs only so that you don't get your backlog overloaded there. Some of you guys are in need of a better job. People are in need of a better job. 871 research. I think just for now, I'm going to pull one guy off the research here. Shut down that bench. Because I just want to get... I need more of this. I need more people moving here. And now that we've already done this, we don't need you working that building either. So shut that down. That should get more people in moving as well. Also this. Yeah. Yeah. Look at all that iron. Get us as much as you can. Chop, chop, chop. Is it all just sitting out? Is that what all this is? We probably do need a hauler, don't we? Really hoping we didn't need a hauler for this area, but it is looking like we definitely should have a hauler. This, I don't think I need you working there because there's no iron here. So we'll just disable this building for now. And why don't we go and just grab a hauler? Where is it? Just a simple basic hauler. We don't need a whole lot. Because this takes metal. There's no reason. So we'll just do a simple hauler right here is fine. And then we'll get as many people as possible. Start bringing all these little chunks of iron that are everywhere and just bring them in. Wherever they're needed, just bring them in. As soon as we can build it. All right. Helicopter's here. That's going to give us a bunch of iron. A bunch of ore, I mean. And so we gotta... Yep, we gotta do this. It's what it is. We can probably pause one of these structures because we're not going to have enough iron to even have this matter anyway. Like, look at how fast it uses it. That's wild. Now we have 114 metal. I think we'll be all right on repairs. And this is the short-term thing, though, right? This is not guaranteed at all. Okay. Let's have one less person mining and one more person hauling. Just to try to bring in that ore before the time. Regular attack is coming. 127 iron now. This fence is taking forever, man. It's so slow. I really want to break this down, but I just don't trust it. You know? Like, if I could manually control people, like if this was RimWorld or something, and I could say, you guys, focus this right now, then they would just take the wood off of this fence and put it here, right? It's effectively just moving the fence. But that's not how this works. You can't prioritize deconstruction projects. You can only prioritize construction, which means they might deconstruct one of these and move it, but then they prioritize other things and don't deconstruct it, and now I'm left with a hole in my fence. I just can't trust it. I need this whole thing done, and then I replace it by tearing the fence down. I think that's probably the best way to go, unfortunately. I think this ore is probably going to take a long time. Probably better for you to work at the hauling post, actually. Let's pause the resource camp for a second. We'll have you work here instead. Maybe. Yeah, these two. Go ahead and work here instead. You can pick the stuff up off the ground. You got 9 ore in storage. That's not nearly enough, man. I need so much more ore. This is crazy. I've upgraded the dining table. Dining table 2. What else did I upgrade? Other than getting microchips going, which we could do again. To help my defenses. We could do that again. It just sucks down the iron. I just can't afford it, man. The metal is too expensive. I'm actually glad I left these right here stone. I'm starting to actually wish that I had maybe made these stone too. Why are you running right now? What are you doing? I'm confused at what you're up to, but okay. Bring people in. Here we go. Anybody over here making this? Nope. So this is a very long project. There's not much left of it. If it gets down to being like maybe this much left and it's in that very early day, then yeah, I'll start tearing it down. But yeah, not yet. All right, I have dedicated repair people. We're going to have even more dedicated repair people now. Let's get the human off of this so that we can have the human on the actual defenses. Looks like we're okay there. Human on the defense. And you're in the way. Let's remove you. Okay. I want now to get level 2 humbies. What are we doing with you? The grill not being worked. We got a lot of grilled meat now. There's no complaints there. Ah, this sucks. I really don't like the look of this. I feel like we're close to the end. Maybe I'm just being silly, but I feel like we're very close to losing. It's because of this number. If this number was higher, I'd feel a lot better. We have just none left to get here. We can start bringing in some of these other resources, I guess. We want electronics for sure. Fertilizer, the food. Yeah. That's fine. We'll send... I'll send 1. All right, just 1. All right, hang on. We got hostile. It's just because they broke through while we were repairing. That's the only reason. Continue repairing the fence, people. Let's get the repairs going. Feel free to take the long way. Oh boy. Did you get there in time? Nope. Certainly didn't. Feel free to take the long way, by the way. I mean, maybe it is a quick way to go around into this building and through here. Maybe that's just flat faster than doing this. I don't think so, man. I'm thinking, well, maybe they're not allowed to go through here. Maybe they have to go around this, and so they might as well go through the door. I don't know. I think that's sus. I think actually we should, this final gate, before they break through the end, this final gate probably should be upgraded. Because if they make it this far and they bust through this, and, you know, it's at the very end of the day, right? I'm going to wish that I had spent that little extra metal to make that happen. So there we go. Look at this. This fence is completely down now. I really do wish I had done that over here. I wish the exterior fence was the stone one and the interior one was the metal one. That way, most of the time I would be repairing with stone, not repairing with metal. This is horrible. Look at these guys go. There's just way too much happening here. Come on, guys. Does nobody want to repair today? You just can't get there in time? Really? Holy crap. No, you just can't repair it. Even the metal ones. I don't know. What do you guys think? Normal difficulty? Right? Like, this is normal. We're not on hard mode or anything. I don't know. I don't know. A repair is not... Look at this. This is with repair actively happening. That's not good enough. They are just too strong. I think this has become one of those games where you can't make it to the end. Did I just lose somebody? Maybe he got through and I just didn't see it. I think this is one of those games where you can't actively make it to the end. You simply play it as long as you can play it until eventually you are overrun. That's what they've seemed to have done because they're making it more difficult as time goes by now. I just have so many... I think I really do, to be honest, I think I really do have a problem with that. I've been trying to decide back and forth, thinking out loud. I think I've reached the point where, yeah, I think I've reached the point where I actually will confidently say that this is not the right way I would balance it. It's not the right way I would do it anyway. This is, yeah. Unfortunately, this is no longer a base builder. It's survive as long as you can. It's like a they are billions thing. That's kind of what it reminds me of actually right now is they are billions. This is I think that's an adequate game to compare this to because it's very similar to that in that you have to kill the zombies in that game, but I mean, you might as well, you know, you got to survive the waves and then maybe you have enough resources to fix it and then you maybe survive the next wave. 32 and 43. Can I get this, please? Do we take a chance? It's early in the day. This is, again, you can't prioritize deconstruction. So if I do this so that they get rid of this fence, right, then there is a hole and there is, you know, there's no way I can just tell them, yeah. And they're going to be focusing pretty much primarily on repairing over here, not deconstruction. But it actually may take the entire day, and we never actually get this deconstructed. It would be faster, I think, to actually put a fence in and have them pass through the fence. But if I do that, then it's significantly more expensive because I can easily tell them, hey, repair this one fence line and make it snappy. Did that just pop up? A freaking tree sapling just showed up. So they do replant. They certainly don't do it fast enough. They definitely do it, though. It just takes a very long time, apparently, to start growing again. Holy cow. Will all of these start to... Oh, yeah, it just pops up. It just grows that fast. Okay. Well, now we know that that's possible. I'm just not sure this is possible. It's just constant everyday attacks and repairs. All right, it's about midday, and I'm pretty much super sure they're not going to get this done. They still haven't done this yet. I'm going to go ahead and abandon that, and we're going to get the microchips started up again. We're going to start making these again. That does suck down metal, but we have some metal here, and I think we have enough to repair this as long as they get on the repairs, which, you know, they're pretty damn slow doing this, so I don't know what's going to happen there. I would like to get this fence, at least up to this point. I'd like to get this fence to be at least stone, make it a little stronger. They do seem to be attracted to hitting this stuff. I don't like it, so I'm going to at least upgrade this because it's nearby all this equipment. I'm not sure if they're drawn to equipment being near or what, but they do seem to hit this more often because of this is here, and then they're also hitting this more often, and then this right here is also hit a lot more often too. It just seems like maybe that's what the case. Like it's that they're, you know, going after tiles that are near my infrastructure. I would like to prioritize this though, because holy crap, you guys are just not doing it. Can we get this done, please? Like the repairs, you guys are dedicated to nothing but repairs. Where are you at? I want that. I want zones. I want prioritization zones in this game. I want to be able to mark an area and say this is done before anything else, period. And so that whenever these guys have a job to do, they will first check prioritization zones and then check everywhere else. That seems like a really easy thing to code. Relative to the rest of the game, I think that's probably a really easy thing to code. Because otherwise I have to, you know, I don't have to do this individually. I can click this tool to do it. But I just don't want to have to do this every single time, because once they repair it, then it deprioritizes it, right? There's no job here, so there's no reason to prioritize it, right? So once the job is done, it deprioritizes itself. You have to re-highlight it. They are not going to do this. pretty confident they're not going to do this, at least not right now. So why don't we'll just close this for a second. Close this. Let's close this. And if they want to build this, then great. But otherwise, no, I think not. I think not otherwise. Just cancel this task right now. At least the prioritization on the task. So they could really focus in on everything else. It's gotta be done. With the microchips happening, the electronics happening, we can now go in and start looking at defenses. So there's 30 here. I would like to go into freezing, and I'd like to grab the freezing tower. We don't quite have enough electronics for this yet, but we will. We have enough metal for it too. The freezing tower says it does a lot of damage, 1,000 damage. We need this. I need to do damage to these guys. It's gotta happen. They're not getting hit enough. I would also like the automatic snowball shooter, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that too. So we're gonna start with the big boy, the big tower. As soon as I get 36, there we go, 35. So I want to now get the tower. Where is the tower? That's the automatic snowball shooter. And the tower is here. Freezing tower right here. It consumes a lot of stuff, and it doesn't look like... Yeah, it will fit here. It will fit right here. This is a beautiful spot for this tower. It covers every single tile that I want it to cover. And we are going to put it right here. So that becomes something to build. Right there, baby. Big old freezing tower. Does a lot of damage, right? We need that. Beautiful. That's going to do a lot of damage in a circular area. Seems good. We got to fill it up, though. So let's get on that. Let's get everybody filling it up. And actually, I'd like to get a human specifically for one slot and then have that guy be the guy on defense. All right? So we'll have this be a high priority job. And we're going to pull... let's go ahead and bring everybody in. We're going to pull the workers off of this, I guess, to make that happen. So we should get a human being. One of these scientists should go ahead and jump in the freezing tower now. Yep, there we go. Should be ready for go to defensing on that. For defenses on that. Now, we can also, if we can get more electronics built, that's a big if, because we have to suck down the iron to do it. But if we can get more electronics to build... I can also go ahead and turn one of these into an automated ones. And eventually all of these should be automated. But I really want to see this freezing tower in action. This seems like, you know, seems like the best thing ever. We really need to do that. So the mobs are now on the map. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we start shooting these things really quickly, because if they're over here, we now have some sort of, you know, some sort of damage being done to them. Pew, pew, pew. Come on, freezing tower. Are you actually doing 1,000 damage? It doesn't look like 1,000 damage. It looks like nothing is happening. Which one are you shooting right now? Which one are you shooting right now? You're shooting this one? It looks like this one. So you have 34, 6, 11. That is not 1,000 damage. What? Hold on. Shoots a very strong ice beam that deals frost damage to the target and other hostiles around the target. Okay, it says a single target, but it also says it does it around the target. That tells me it's multi-target, like AoE. Uses 12 ice packs per shot. Yikes. I'm not sure that's worth it. Doesn't seem like it's hitting very hard. We'll just have to see. At least it has, you know, it can cover everything, I guess. I mean, to be honest, the snow cannon and stuff doesn't seem like it hits very hard either. So I really can't tell what this stuff is doing, because there's no indication of like how much damage everybody's actually receiving. But if nothing else, at least if it's slowing you down enough, then sure. We're getting ice refills here. Where's my guy? Where's my dude? Come on, dude. Get over here and refill this ice. Come on. That needs a lot more. This thing uses so much ice per shot that I think we should probably have everybody refilling this, not just the human. Or we should have everybody refilling this right now. But he's not going to. He's just going to sit here and do nothing rather than go get it because he can. The AI on this, I think needs fixed. Look at that. How did you only put 5 in there? Are you only carrying 5 ice? What? You should be... 20 ice packs is what you should be carrying. That's only enough for 1 shot out of this thing. So we've got to refill this. Please go refill this. Well, that's a waste of my money right now. That's a really, really big waste of my resources at the moment, isn't it? Okay, well, they're through this gate. Great. I suspect that they will make it through every gate. Like they do every night. Every single night. Are we shooting? Barely. I think we're just sucking down power for the most part. Only 10. It seems like it only uses the electricity when it's actively firing, so okay. We might be using our lockers tonight. We might be using our lockers tonight. This is not good. They were having a problem getting to this for some reason, so I've moved the locker here. So he can actually run this way. So if they break down this, he can run there. I mean, ideally, you'd want to run behind you and hide back here, but I don't have that fence done, so whatever. Do you see how strong they are, man? This is normal difficulty. Are you kidding me? Normal. I'm thinking... This is... I never played... Like, never really played They Are Billions, but... That's what this feels like right now. It feels like They Are Billions. I think that's a pretty good proxy to compare this to. Pretty good, pretty good thing to compare it to, because it's just hordes of zombies coming at you, and all you do the whole time is fend them off. Except instead of They Are Billions giving you like this nice lull period between jumps, or between raids, this just hits you with it every night. You spend half your time. I'm thinking that large attack right there, I think that's the end of our game. That large attack right there is insanity. And I'm pretty confident I don't survive that. Or at least I don't survive it without taking major losses. That attack is silly. Yeah, I don't see how I can survive that attack. If it'd be different if it gave me a night off right before it, then maybe I could have time to recover, but I just won't have time to recover. So, I mean, we don't normally end games on this channel with failure, because it just doesn't happen ever. I mean, I don't like safes coming or anything. It just doesn't happen that often. But I think we will this. I think this game is going to end me in failure. Simply because these changes have I can't. I'm already too far in. Like the mission duration, I cannot reduce that threat level. I can't take it down. Lab size, can't really do much about it. I could do something about the level 2 humbies, but is it really gonna matter? It's only 2 points, so okay. So now we're down to 21 and a half, I guess, yeah. I don't think it's gonna matter. I mean, I would need every single possible tool, and I need a ton of electronics to even get those. And that's going to require me to suck down a ton of metals to get those electronics. It is impossible, I think. This is the end, is what we're at right now. Not feeling very confident. If you can't tell by my demeanor, not feeling very confident at all on this. I'm thinking this is goodbye. I mean, maybe if I got rid of all my level 2s, I could, I could take it down 2.6, but what's 2.6 really going to do for me? You know? It's going to make the large attack be 50 at 50. I can't survive 50 at 50 right now, even. Like these guys, that regular attack, that was a weaker one too, it got to this gate. You know? It's just not happening. And we don't have the ice either. I can't fill up my stuff. I haven't been able to get enough people working on ice consistently to do that. And that's with, I've got, 5 of these fridges in. You have to put these in kitchens. I guess I could line this up, but I don't have the power output, so I have to put more metal into power. There's not enough metal to go around. So I don't know. I'm running out of options here. I might have to think about it a little bit longer to see whether or not this is even doable. We might not survive. It's definitely coming down to the wire here. I would love to. This is the time where I would normally say, hey, you know, love for you to give me feedback on what I'm doing wrong so I can fix it. But unfortunately, when you watch this video, I am like 8,000 miles away from my house. So more than that. Yeah, more than 8,000 miles away from my house. So won't be able to do much about it. Won't be able to do anything about it, unfortunately. But maybe we'll come back, you know, and revisit the game after they've got loads of changes they're trying to do, right? They have a huge development roadmap, which I really hope I'm crossing my fingers. I really hope they reconsider. If nothing else, they nerf just how big of an impact mission duration has. Because that's just too fast. It's just too much. And I think this is one of those games now where you don't make it to the end. You just with the old balance, yes, the old balance was fine. You could do that. That's definitely doable. With this new balance, I don't think you make it to the end. I think you're dead by day 50. I don't think you're surviving 100 days unless you're you know what you're getting into going into it, and you build your base like super intelligently and super optimal for this new balance going into it. There's that, because my lab size is 3.5. I wanted to just grow a bunch of trees. I wanted to get trees. I want trees going. There's so many things I wanted to do, and I'm not going to have the time to do them because my people spend the entirety of their time repairing this area every day. And even then, it's not guaranteed that it works. It may not actually be able to get enough of it. We can go ahead and upgrade this now. And we almost have enough to upgrade another one. So I think we can go ahead and maybe upgrade this one too. There we go. So these two are going to become automated. They're going to become stronger and automated. That's good. I mean, you see how long it's taking, right? We're not going to get all of this taken care of. This fence is... I think when they made their HP go up by like 10x, like this is a 10x increase in their health, right? That's what they did. They made it 10x on everything. But they didn't alter their attack strength. So they're 10 times more difficult to kill, but they hit the exact same. It's I don't know, it's too many resources. I'm going to leave it here. I think I'm going to think about this for a little bit. This may actually be the last one I can record before I leave anyway. I'm going to my parents' house tomorrow for Christmas, and then I come back, and then I have one day and then my flight. And I'm probably going to spend that entire time cleaning and packing and all that stuff. So I doubt I can have enough time to record anymore for this. So I'm going to have like a month to think about it, I guess. And maybe they'll patch the game and change a whole bunch of other things. And then we'll have to look at that. It might just be worth restarting. I don't know. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I appreciate you. This is normal, by the way, not hard. So, yeah, I don't know. It's quite a difficult game now. Take it easy, guys. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.